In this particular video, we're going to be discussing 5 ways that women actually emasculate men. Your partner may not know that they're actually doing these things, but they are emasculating you. They are making you feel less of a man and just killing your masculinity, your masculine energy. Whenever we use the word masculine, many women don't like to hear that. They don't like to, that the mention of that word is like, there's some sort of negativity attached to it, but it's not. Everyone has a certain energy that they should operate from. Women should operate from a feminine energy, and men should operate from a masculine energy. Doesn't mean that women can have some level of masculine energy in them or that men can have that too. But at the end of the day, the masculine energy and the feminine energy needs to come together for there to be a cordial, smooth relationship. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that your partner, your wife, your girlfriend is doing that's emasculating you. And you're going to be finding out in this video coming up. The number one way that your partner is actually emasculating you is by withholding sex. A lot of guys have found themselves in a relationship where the part of them being sexually intimate rests on the woman. And, whenever she feels like it, it's not when you want it, it's when she wants it or when she just wants to give it to you. You are at the mercy of her and her body. You are at the mercy of feeling sexually satisfied by your own partner. She has to dictate when that happens. Most of the time, this is due to a lot of factors. It could be that trust has been broken in the relationship. It could be that a couple of things have happened and the woman is not feeling like she needs to give herself to you at that moment or be sexually intimate with you. But at the end of the day, if you guys are married, especially, the Bible did say something about this. Your body doesn't belong to you anymore. So does the man. The man's body doesn't belong to him anymore. You shouldn't be denying each other sex or sexual intimacy. That's an absolute way that women emasculate men. If you ask most men, what are your top 3, or let's say top 4 important things you need in a relationship? Absolutely 90% or 95% of men would include sex in that. Women have begun to understand that sex is actually important to men, and they use it in that way to probably, I don't want to say manipulate you, but as a sort of power, sort of tussle or struggle or whatever that's like. They know it's important to you, so they withhold it when you break their trust, when you betray them, or, when they don't feel like it, or just when they are, angry with you about something. It may not even be something you've done. It may genuinely not be that you did anything wrong, but they would withhold it because they know it's important to you. They know you want it. And by them withholding it, they are emasculating you, my brother. Like, at the end of the day, that's important to you. That's how men feel like expressing their love. That's how most men feel valued and respected. And it's just another way that men end up showing their intimacy or another side of them to their partner that they don't get to share with anyone else, that they don't get to show anyone else. So at the end of the day, why wouldn't a man want to be sexually intimate with a woman that he loves? But women know this now, and absolutely they emasculate you. They make you lose your, sense of desirability, or you even like, satisfying you or pleasing you in that way, just generally making you feel like a man when you are intimate with your partner. That's how you're gonna feel. It's like any woman when you're when you get intimate with your woman, she's gonna feel like a woman. When you take care of her in bed, when you make love to her in a good way, she's gonna feel like a woman. Same thing for a man. And when you deny a man sex, you're emasculating the man. And this is the number one tactic that these women use these days to emasculate men. There are guys that are in marriages that they have not gotten down in months. They've not gotten down. That might be due to other factors, but it's mainly actually due to Sometimes it's mainly due to their partner, their wife saying no, they're not feeling it, they don't want it. And they know it's important to you, but they withhold it anyways. The second way that women actually emasculate men is by belittling your efforts and your sacrifices at home, or especially even for her or for your family. This is one huge thing that you find some women doing these days, where they don't encourage or appreciate what a man is doing and his efforts in a home. If you actually, come across a woman who appreciates that, that man is somebody who just loves and protects that woman for the rest of his life. How are you going to be doing all these things, running around, paying the bills, looking after your family, providing and all that, and she still finds something to say that you didn't do? Oh, you should have done this way. Oh, the trash wasn't taken out. Oh, you didn't pick the kids from school today. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. You didn't do this, you didn't do that. Like, after all you do, she still finds a reason to say you didn't do this, you didn't do that. That's generally emasculating you. You know your place as a man, you know your role in the home, and you are operating at that level. It's not every time you're going to be top notch. It's not just like life, just like her, even. Life would always bring different things, different ups and downs. And if you are with a woman who doesn't recognize that, it's going to be difficult for you to often feel like a man and feel confident and feel assured that this woman would actually have your back, speak life into you for the rest of your life. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. You don't need that kind of person who constantly diminishes, who constantly undermines the things that you do for her, the things that you do in the home, the way you take care of her. She has no words to appreciate it. All she does is complain about it. All she does is say, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Belittling all your effort. That's a strong way that a lot of women are emasculating men these days. You have to make a man feel, if you're a woman watching this, obviously, you have to make a man feel more confident. Even if he's not performing at the top level or doing all the things he needs to do, you have to often make him feel like a man, because that's what will motivate him. Use the reverse psychology. That's how men are. If you're going to call a man out constantly, call him out constantly, call him out constantly, he doesn't work that way, because you're giving him a masculine energy. You're giving him a masculine. That's an energy that's associated with men. That's something he's already getting from somewhere else, maybe from his friend or wherever else, his coach. People call him out, his pastor, whatever that's like. You, as his wife, as his partner, that's not your job to constantly call your man out in that way and belittle whatever he does. You are supposed to be an encourager, a motivator, somebody who inspires, and somebody who supports. Even though this video is for men, but if you're a woman watching this, that's my advice to you. Guys, if you have a girl who constantly diminishes, never appreciates anything that you do, my brother, you know you are doing what you have to do. You know you are doing what you have to do. You know you are performing and like you are giving this your best. But somehow there's this sort of resentment, there's this sort of complaint, there's this sort of like, you are not enough, you're not doing enough. She's emasculating you. Another huge way that many women are emasculating men is by withholding joy and peace in a home, otherwise called nagging. There's something about a feminine woman who has, ambience to her, who has like excitement to her, thrill, happiness. Guys who operate especially in their masculinity often appreciate women like this. A woman who knows how to, just be joyful, be playful at home, knows how to laugh and smile and just be happy. This is something that guys would do anything to constantly have with their partner. But you see all they do is just withhold the peace and withhold the joy. They withhold it intentionally because they also know it's important to you. They withhold it. They say, oh, no, maybe you've done something. Maybe something has happened. Maybe she's not happy with you about something. And sometimes even when there's nothing that has happened, she just isn't in the mood. She just decides to not be, playful or happy or whatever. I'm not saying it's all the time that a woman will be that way, but at least if something is happening with you, then you guys can sit and talk about it. It mustn't be traced back to the man. Everything is about the man. You have to be considerate of how your man is feeling in any situation. And you as a guy, you have to be considerate about how a woman is feeling. It's not every time you expect your partner to be jolly, all that stuff. But if she's intentionally withholding being happy, the energy radiating from a woman when she's not happy is stronger than any force that I've ever seen. This is one way that a lot of women try to emasculate you. They nag you. They hold peace and they nag you like to death, my brother. They nag you. I've been in relationships where, like, bro, I was nagged to death. I'm telling you, the sort of nagging that I've experienced, I'm telling you, you guys, because a lot of things that we speak about in this channel is due to personal experiences, it's due to personal events too. And it's due to research, it's due to listening to other people, it's due to a lot of things. My experiences may not be yours. Okay, and I'm not here making generalizations, but the kind of things that, you would see, or even many of you guys have experienced this in your relationships. Constant nagging is very bad. And you as a man, if you're often nagging a woman too, that's not good on you at all. This is one huge way that many women emasculate men. Correcting you in public. I don't think any man who has been corrected in public by their partner, by their woman, is going to be thrilled about it, even if she's saying or pointing something out that's good or that's important that you should know. But in a public space where everyone else gets to learn about it or gets to know about it, and not even in a cute way, but probably in it's not like that, it should be this way, or calling you out in public, correcting you in front of our family, correcting you in front of your family. Like, that's a serious, strong way to emasculate any man. Any man. No man's going to be happy about that. Except you're an absolute simp. Except you've been subjugated by this woman over time to the point that you can't even tell what is right and wrong. Being corrected in public? No way. No way. You've done something wrong? Yes, that's okay. When we come inside the home, you can tell me about it. You can share that with me. Or when we get in the car, you can tell me what I've done. You can tell me, and I can learn from it, and I can move on from it. But just like calling me out in public, correcting me in front of people, I wouldn't even do that to any girl. But some women find it necessary to call you out in public, to call you out in front of their girls. It's unnecessary. To call you out in front of a waiter, it's unnecessary. If you respect your man, if you honor your man, if you have regard for your man, you wouldn't call him out in public. The last way that a lot of women emasculate men is by not taking your opinion seriously. How does a guy tell you, oh, let's do it this way, and you don't factor that into your decision? You just make your own choice. And then when things fall apart, you come back to him for rescue. You come back to him to save you. You come back to him for help. You come back to him for emotional support. Why all this while, he suggested, let's go this way. Why don't we go this way? And you say, no, I want to go that way. The guy is saying, let's go this way. Let's try this out. And the woman says, no, I want it to be done this way. And for some reason, that's a subconscious way of emasculating. And then when the man finally decides, okay, you know what? Yeah, it's okay. Let's do it your way. And then we go your way and things crumble. You see a lot of them too come back to blame you. Even some of them might even blame you for agreeing to do it that way with them. When things go south, they will still blame you, my brother. If you genuinely believe in something and you believe that's the right way to do it, I would suggest to you that you ensure that way things are done that way. Because the failure of your relationship is your failure. The failure of your marriage, Your union is your failure. The failure of your family is your failure. You are the head of the home. It's going to come back to you. If you genuinely believe in some way of doing something, it's your duty to speak to your partner and get her on the winning side, on the convincing side, that this is the way that I genuinely believe we should do this. If you guys try it and it doesn't work, then you can try it her way. You can reach some sort of compromise. Because many women do not know how to take accountability. When things fail, the way that they did it, the way that they chose to do it, they would never say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. It was my way. We should have gone your way that time. I should have known better, or whatever. I take ownership for that." They would never say that, though. Some of them might blame you for agreeing with them, for doing it. You've not seen anything, my brother. Some of them will blame you. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with the way you operate, in a relationship with your partner. Guys, this is all I have for you. My name is Ike. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I hope you stay. If you like the video, subscribe and share it amongst other people. And I hope you continue to watch our videos. Take it easy.